Jess, I need you to describe your lunch today.
I mean, it was the same lunch you ate. It was just in a different vessel. What?
It was tacos.
It was
different boat.
it was okay. So we only have
ship.
flour tortillas. So I didn't have a tortilla because I only eat corn. Can't eat wheat. So I just put my little nachos instead of wasting a whole plate. I just made nachos in a cup. God forbid I eat nachos out of a narrower vessel than yours, but it still tasted delicious. And then, God, things were stressful around here today, so that I just started shoving chips in my mouth. Like, I could not stop eating chips for like 10 minutes.
I learned of this a couple years ago of a walking taco, which is just taco
That's a bag,
ingredients
yeah.
in a little
Waco.
bag.
Yeah, they have those at Notre Dame Stadium, actually.
Huh.
We had
Those are the ones with the chips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
a chip
Fritos
bag?
or
Yeah.
like,
We had 'em in
Yeah,
Kansas City.
have you
Doritos.
done that in an actual chips bag?
Yeah.
That's the best.
I haven't done that yet. I want to try it.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah?
Very
Yeah.
good.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yes. You're
welcome.
It's my complexion has really been great since working with Jesse.
I like that Jeremy. That's our makeup artist, Jesse. Jeremy dresses up occasionally, and it just barely ever gets referenced on the show.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, no, he just
All
tried to get
Dan-
in Dan's good graces
Yeah.
by getting
Yeah.
in
And
costume.
it doesn't
I'm
work.
just being a
And it
kiss
doesn't
ass,
work.
and all he wants is anyone to dress in a costume. And when I do it, he's
Not good
annoying
enough.
and self-indulgent.
But is it working, though?
What?
Like, you getting in Dan's good graces?
Nothing.
'Cause I
I've
feel
been
like it's
trying
not
for
helping.
2 years. I was nice, and he didn't
Yeah.
like that because
Yeah.
that's not what the show
Being
is.
nice around here doesn't get you
work.
very far.
Then I was like cocky about the Miami Heat because I was right about stuff, and normally that works for people. I've seen it work for several of our cast members. Nope, didn't work for me.
Just say his name.
Then it was be mean and try to fit in and make jokes for
Mike.
people.
And I don't like
then
that
it was
version of you.
Then it was all right. I'll try to make bad jokes because no one else is filling that lane, and something should work. And then
I do like
Then
that.
it became all right. I guess I'll just dress in costume every week since no one else does, and it's like Dan's favorite thing in the world, and that hasn't worked either. So. I don't know. I got hired, but I don't know why I'm
Jeremy,
here.
the problem is once you get labeled annoying guy, everything you do can
Is
fall
annoying.
under the
It's
annoying
hard.
umbrella.
Yeah.
And there's really no way to become unannoying.
Yeah,
like
that's right.
you could do nothing and it'd be like, oh, why is he doing nothing today?
That's why
That's so
I hate
annoying.
being called annoying.
And I've known
Right.
you, as long as I've known you, you've always been super nice. So I would never take you seriously if you were like trying to be the mean character.
I think
Like,
that
Yeah.
I quickly realized that wasn't going to work for me. I didn't like it. No one on.
Do you guys know that I've known Jeremy for like, I want to say 7 years, 8 years.
years now.
I knew him as the internet UCF guy.
Yep.
I almost said UFC. I caught
A lot
myself.
of people do.
It's very easy to transpose those letters, and they mean completely different things. But anyways, we were in a fantasy football league, and
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
were.
"That's the UCF guy, Jeremy Taché." And then eventually, I don't know, we didn't like talk very often, but we
Nope.
followed each other on social media. Now we work together.
Yeah,
Universe.
it's really crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I think I pretended to know Jeremy because he was
Yeah, that's right.
he was an intern at Around the Horn, and we've done we do cast videos sometimes to announce the intern for the
It was so
summer.
cool.
And I don't know if I was on Jeremy's video, but I've done 3 or 4 of those, and I don't know who the people are. And I'm just like, hi, Jason or whomever.
That video that I got was the coolest.
Do you still have it?
I definitely do. Let me see if I can
Oh,
find it.
you
I
can
don't
find
think
it. You
Izzy
need to
was
play
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
Let me
probably
see.
wasn't.
I got to see if I could find it. By the end of this segment, we'll know if we have it, and I can send it to the video team. But it was one of the coolest experiences of my life because you're interviewing for this job. I went through multiple interviews for the internship.
Was it paid?
It was a paid internship.
wow,
we got
that's
to go live
free
in
internet.
DC.
Pretty rare.
Yeah, go live. I mean, it wasn't a ton, but it was a stipend
money.
at the end of it. And it was
Exactly.
money, and it was a paid internship. And I had been rejected from 30 or 35 internships that I was applying for that summer, and saw Tony Reali post on Facebook. I think I had liked his page on Facebook, and it was like, hey, we're still looking for interns for this summer. And I figured I've already been rejected from 30. What's 31? And applied for it, and then got this interview and was all excited. And I was at a work barbecue for my wife's job because she had already started working professionally. And I just get an email that just said Around the Horn. And it was from one of the producers, and based off the email and the text in the email, it made it feel like they're not hiring me.
those
Like, I'm
guys.
so upset.
They're
And
so
then I
funny.
click on the attachment at the bottom, and it's this video, and it's buy or sell Jeremy Taché.
Oh, wow.
And they
so
have
they
like,
tricked you and then they did a bit.
oh, it was the coolest thing ever. And
Got 'em.
That's
yeah,
like
it
something
was
this
the best
show would
feeling
do,
ever.
but then like
Totally.
ruin
Almost
it.
completely wreck your life. And
Yeah.
then, oh, by the way, we're just joking.
And then you're like, oh, I didn't get the job, and then no one ever follows up for Meadowlark to be like, no,
no, you get the video, you get the job, but no one follows up
Dude,
to
you-
actually get
You were supposed to be here on Monday. Like, how come you're not
Right.
here?
Yeah. How did you not know you were supposed
guy,
to be here?
I mean,
Have you guys ever heard the Jason, our video guy?
he's a director.
Yeah, that thing. Have you ever heard his story of like his
No.
meeting, his first time meeting at the Dan Le
Oh,
Batard
that they
show?
left him waiting for like
They
7 hours. I actually did. I did hear about. I forgot that was Jason.
Yes.
It was at the Clevelander, right?
Correct.
They were like, oh, they brought him in for an interview, and then
Yep.
we did the show, and then I think
There he
Dan
is
like
confirming.
Everybody
disappeared.
left.
Everyone left, and he just sat there all day waiting to be interviewed, and still
He knew
accepted
he was
the job
to
for
get
some
hired
reason.
at that point, right? Like, if you get held up like that, they've got to hire you.
I mean, I think that's why he's here
Right.
because they were like, all
Well,
right.
that
The make-
and the
the
skills
we
and
feel
the talent.
bad,
Make,
so we
the
hired
make
him.
good is getting hired. Oh, damn it. Guys.
Oh, Jason.
Jeremy,
Now
I
he
have
eats
a
our lunch
follow-up
every day.
question for you based
Just
on
kidding.
your costume
Protein.
situation. You are
Yeah, that's
covered in
right.
green paint.
I am.
One of the last times I was here, you were covered in silver paint. Very big on the Wizard of Oz. Do you get it all out, or because I'm looking at a picture right here of the year that I was The Rock, and it's my bed the morning after, and it's like it's ridiculous
tanner?
because I thought I
Ew,
got the
what?
tattoo off. I didn't get the tattoo.
Great
anywhere
story.
near
Yeah, great story.
off
You shit
me.
the bed. It's
I'm-
fine. Great story.
It's like
Send this
purple,
to you right
though.
now,
I mean, but it's
Fuentes.
by the pillow, so that's an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, unless I shat
you don't know what he's
back.
into.
He's
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
But
No,
I
we
imagine there's
put-
going to be some green stuff on your bed. tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more likely than not. It's in every single like crevice within my
Jesse
ear.
did an amazing job.
Yeah, she was spectacular,
Yeah.
but I think there's probably going to be green everywhere for quite a while.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
And Dan
it's
still
the
doesn't
commitment
like
to the
you
bit.
after
Yeah.
that. Damn.
Yeah.
Because it's annoying that you're still green the day after you were the alphabet.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? That's just annoying.
Must really like it.
Yeah, I love it.
You got a fetish just like Dan does.
I have to fix some stuff from last mystery crate.
Ooh.
So
I haven't been on Mystery Crate in like 6
I
months.
know,
so
everybody's
what have you guys
accusing-
been talking
Same.
about?
I was being
Welcome
accused
back.
of keeping you off. When me and you
yeah,
had
we
the
don't make the
conversation.
schedule,
Exactly,
and
like,
I never know
multiple
when I'm
times.
here or when I'm not here. I find out Sunday night.
I've also told you I like when you're on it. So
Thank you.
yeah, but
I like being on Mystery Crate too. It
you
just
go.
hasn't worked out.
well, last episode I said the 57th parallel was what separated the Koreas. I was wrong. It was the
Ooh.
38th. Google AI got me. I just got really excited and just moved it on. And then also Tony said that globes are warped when we all said maps. He insisted on globes. Globes are accurate. Maps are warped.
Wait,
Like when you put a map down of the world.
Don't follow
the
us.
perspective you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
The
Yes.
sizes
Okay.
are
Yes, correct.
different.
They're not representative.
Greenland,
okay.
not that big.
Correct.
Right.
Not that big. Africa, very big.
Gigantic.
Yeah. Antarctica, also not that big.
Okay.
Comparatively.
I got you.
I mean, it's also melting, so it's
Good
getting smaller
corrections.
by
Do we
the
do
time.
corrections
Yeah.
now on Mystery Crate?
No, but I got called out for
I
it
could
pretty
probably
hard.
think of some.
So- oh yeah, there's a bunch. Especially if Tony's on the week before.
Usually.
Usually he ends up being right, though. Some
Yeah.
way, somehow, he ends up being right.
does.
Okay, I think it's probably like a 50-50
By never
ratio
admitting he's wrong?
of right to wrong. Yes, because
little
when
bit
he's
of that.
really when he knows he's right, really
He
loud.
leans into it.
Exactly. And when he's wrong, he leans into it just enough so
Quietly.
you question yourself,
Yeah.
and then he moves on.
He does.
And then he's
Interesting.
like, and then you just forget about it. He must have
It's a
been right.
great tactic. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
lie.
Yeah. It's been, it works.
It's a little smoke and mirrors. Poof, get out the room.
I've actually gotten DMs regarding Tony's comments of when he's right. Usually when he's right, I get comments to my DMs. They're like, "Tell Tony he was right," and I was like, "Why don't you just tell him?"
That's one of the funniest things
Why are you
about
coming to me about that?
Mystery Crate on YouTube is the first like 5 comments are always just people giving their own takes on stuff from the main show like 3 days before.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
well.
it's always funny to me.
But thanks for the comments and the view
Yeah,
and the like
correct.
and all that. So
Yeah, I'll take it.
yeah, right.
Where we are on the different topic transition, where me and Izzy were having a conversation about real versus fake Christmas trees earlier.
Okay.
I've completely transitioned to fake.
I've been.
Was-
I've always been a fake.
Was the
Christmas
tree you
gal.
showed me on your phone fake? The one you decorated?
Yes,
It looked really nice.
thank you.
I honestly I understand the debate, but I think it really depends on your situation. Depends where you live. Depends
Yeah.
if you put up decorations every year or not, or if you're hosting Christmas or not. I mean, there's a million variables that go into Christmas.
People want that's Izzy's tree.
Wow,
by
that's
the
a
way.
great tree.
Very proud
Yeah,
of
Izzy has
Is
a
that
great
fake?
tree.
No, this is fake.
great.
I alternate. I go between real and fake like every few years because one, I like the real tree. I like the smell of it. And as a kid growing up, never had the real tree. So it's
Me neither.
But the weird thing is, I put fake snow on the real tree. Is that weird?
No,
Okay,
that's
good.
cute.
It comes in a can, right? You just like spray it.
Yeah.
So I do that, but the last 3 years I've been on a fake tree kick with the fake snow already built on. The thing I love about this tree is the lights that are built in. You don't need to add anymore. It has enough. And I always in the past, it's like, man, I got to add like 3 layers of lights to this thing.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one's
I feel you.
perfect.
I like that. You guys would laugh if you saw my tree. My tree is like the size of that tree right in front of
But
me.
that's fine.
It's fine.
You live in an apartment.
It's
I've got
teeny
nothing
tiny.
up right now. I've been too busy.
It's too late.
I know.
It's too
That's
late.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
said.
it.
That's the other thing about real or
Yeah.
fake. Like if you're only going to be home for like 2 weeks, then you got to go somewhere for Christmas. Like you're not. That's a
You're
lot.
not gonna
That's a
enjoy
lot
it.
of effort.
Yeah.
Do you have kids? That's another thing. Do you have cats? That's a whole
Oh
other
my
thing.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Billy, where are you on the? You're the only one with like a real family.
Oh,
here.
hey, Billy.
A real family.
Yeah, like
What
with his
is
own
that
kids and stuff.
supposed
Billy is the
to
ultimate family man.
He has
I'm
other
very
people who
proud
live in
of
his
him.
house that
Yeah.
aren't like himself and
Why are you
a
putting his
significant other.
business out there?
That's a family though.
Yes, but not like
We're a
you know,
That is my
family.
with
entire
kids.
family.
Kind of.
He's the only one with kids. You could
Here,
say
yes.
that.
Correct. And he lives with them, right?
Okay.
Yes,
I would
they
hope
live
so.
together.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to say I have a real family.
Yeah, I mean,
Izzy has a real family.
We all
Cynthia
have
has a real
families.
family.
Yeah.
Billy has his own new family.
Jeremy doesn't have a real family.
No.
He made them up.
He just has
That's
cats.
some fake
Right.
AI
Yeah.
bot woman. There's
Yeah,
no way
exactly.
his wife is that hot.
Yeah, no shot.
For real. Every time I see her in person, I'm like,
I was
Just
kidding,
ask.
but you're not. You're Billy, real or fake tree?
I have a real tree.
Wow.
surprise,
Money,
surprise.
money bags over here.
Real tree.
For real.
Well, I don't know where am I going to store a fake tree as part of it.
That's
like
true,
that.
too.
The
Yeah,
storage
that's the
is
other
a
thing.
question.
Well, you guys don't have
Garage.
basements down here,
No.
right?
yeah, I don't have a basement.
The box to my fake tree is currently in the back seat of my car, and I don't think it's moving until
So
January
wait, you don't
1st.
have like a storage?
Yeah, I live in a condo. Storage is
garage?
limited.
There's no crawl spaces. There's
Nothing.
that's where my family used to store everything.
I only have storage for mine because I have a second bedroom that has a closet. That's
Same.
the only
Ooh,
reason.
okay, money
mine lives
bags.
in
I will
there.
say that. Yeah,
You know,
same thing.
balling. Bought at the right time.
Facts.
But yeah.
Pre-COVID.
No, but I bought like this huge bag that's perfect for my because my tree's only like 5 feet tall, so it's like
Oh, that's cute.
It fits perfectly in here, and then it goes in its little corner. Almost didn't make it this year because I'm like, yo, if you're not out of this bag by the 15th, you're not going up because then you're only there for
rude.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then that's not happening. So he got up yesterday though.
The thing about the fake trees
It's a
that
he.
no matter when you bring them home, like you got to like manipulate the
Yeah.
the arms and
Spread
stuff and the
out, yeah.
branches, and sometimes it's just never going to be right.
Nope.
Sometimes you feel like you're going to break it. With a fake tree, you can just manhandle
Yeah,
that
that's
thing,
true.
and then just get it exactly the way you want it, and you don't have that crazy cleanup of all
It's not
the
gonna shed everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when you're taking that thing out, and then living in a condo with all these stupid rules, it's like, wait, what 2 days can I take my
Oh,
Christmas tree,
yeah.
and where do I
So
have to put it?
annoying.
Screw it, I'll just set it on fire.
Yes, I lived in a huge apartment building for a few years, and every December, or like I guess it would be like January 3rd or something like that. All the hallways were just needles.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
elevator was like
Dragging.
piles of needles.
Yes.
Like people would
Yes.
drag their trees
I-
out and just leave
Yes.
the needles everywhere.
Heaven
I always
forbid you walk
do.
outside barefoot or something.
Oh my God.
The
just
first week of
crazy.
the first week of January, basically the elevator
So
belongs to the
funny.
pine needles.
Yes.
It's just like
Oh
literally a
God.
mountain in there. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for our white elephant thing
Gift
this
exchange?
year.
Yeah.
Last year was, I think, a rousing success.
I think
was.
so too.
It
Everybody joined in. We changed the rules a little bit slightly for particularly.
what were they last year?
Yeah,
and what
fill
are
me
they
in
now?
because I haven't. looked
This is my first one.
No, there weren't really that many rules. There was just the maximum total amount you should spend, which I think at
was
that
20
time
bucks,
was
I think.
$20
Yeah.
last year.
It was not a lot.
And then, so what we found out is that someone, not in this room, but in the room in front of us, decided to bring a gift that was a gag gift, but he did like.
So we know it's a he.
Are you talking about me? You changed the rules because
We
of me?
changed the rules because of Billy.
Billy.
So
You
now
changed
Wait,
there's
what
the
did you
rules.
bring?
We can have. I mean, we can have
The
this
crocodile.
conversation on air if you
The
want.
crocodile?
he brought like a crocodile.
I
for-
brought Crocodile Dentist as a game.
What
Like,
is that?
It's the game where it's a crocodile and you pull out the teeth and then it snaps and it closes its mouth on your
Like
finger.
Hungry Hippo?
Yeah, but
But
Crocodile
for
Dentist.
Crocodile dentist.
What
'cause
the
it's a
fuck is crocodile dentist?
It's just a game. I mean, here's the thing: it's like White Elephant.
never heard that in
I
my
don't
life.
know
It's
if
what
you
was on
guys-
sale at Marshall's.
No, White
Five Below.
Elephant is like a gag gift thing. You guys
Yeah.
take it very seriously, and it's like, I want a really nice present. And this year was an absurdity where you guys sent out a message saying, we're doing White Elephant. If you want to participate, there's a $50 minminimum.
That was an accident.
What?
That was no.
There's a $50
It was an accidental typo.
I
think that was a trial balloon.
It was a typo.
I'll take it one step further and falsehoods. Bullshit. Because here's the thing.
Wow.
No.
Here's the thing. I sent a private message as a follow-up, and I said, guys, a $50 minimum for a White Elephant, which is a gag gift exchange, is ridiculous.
No, it's
we
a
have
lot.
a lot of people that work here, a lot of new people that work here. We have part-time
Some of us have
employees. We
real
have people
families.
that don't get
Not
a
us,
lot
though.
of
Just
hours.
Like Billy.
Yeah.
Like we have
Right.
situations where like you're gonna have new people feel
You don't have to
obligated to,
explain it.
participate
50's a
to
lot.
bond
No,
in this
that was a
$50
typo.
thing. Like that's a mistake. You should like lower it if you want more people to participate because people are gonna
Correct.
feel obligated to do so. And then I got shit for saying that. And then a couple days later, someone else said, "Hey, $50 minimum," and they're like, "Never mind, $50
I
is
didn't
the
know there was so
maximum."
much drama
Yeah.
But they
involved.
still
White
added a
Elephant.
minimum
It was-
too, which
No,
I
yeah.
find
We did.
to be
And
a
we
little
still-
suspect.
Minimum 25.
Guys, it's like guys, you want like nice presents, write a letter to Santa
Yeah.
Claus. Like it's not my job to get you the presents that you so desire.
Well, I
My-
think it's
my
just
gift was
that
a
like
rousing success,
some
by
of
the way.
us might be on the naughty list, so this is an opportunity for those people to get a
Correct.
gift no matter what.
Who do you think's on the naughty list?
Yeah, who's on the
I'm
naughty
not going to
list?
name names right now.
Gino
We
for
still
sure.
got a week left till I can leave this office for 2 weeks.
What were you going to say besides office?
Leave this place. I'm just
also,
excited to unplug, guys.
By the way,
it's
last
gonna
year,
be nice.
Last year,
that
some of the
like?
presents were a candle, like candle.
Yeah.
like-
I
was
brought
the
a
other
candle
reason.
Then
and
there's
I
also,
wanted a
like,
candle.
socks.
so
That was like
it
4
worked out.
candles.
like
There's a lot of
socks
candles
were
last
also
year.
like some of the gifts. So like,
Socks is a good gift.
I almost
Yeah.
stole Crocodile Dentist for myself, to be honest with you.
My tortilla blanket was a hit.
It's still out
Still
here.
out
It
here,
gets
yeah,
used
getting
all
used.
the time.
Yeah, Rose wears it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Cynthia
does.
also last year, for remembering what happened in last year's White Elephant, made the mistake of stealing the present from the boss who was going to give that present to his child, which was a
was it the Lego thing?
It was the Lego
thing
thing.
to
Which,
do.
by the way, that probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah, that was way
Over
over the
50.
budget.
I like that there's a money range this year because last year a lot of people went over, and then I was like, wow, I spent the exact
Exactly.
amount that we were supposed to spend, and now I feel like a cheapskate when I thought like my gift was perfectly aligned with what
good
other
one.
people are going to do.
I mean, I like candles.
It was a
You
really
guys don't
fancy
understand
candle.
how
And by
White
the way-
Elephant works. White elephants are
Some of
gag
the gifts
gifts.
That's
have
what
to
I
be
thought,
bad.
too.
You
Yeah,
have to
it's
want to
fun.
trade
That's
it.
what I thought.
Talking points.
This is going to make you get even more creative with the amount of money that you can spend.
I already
It-
bought what I'm doing for White Elephant 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
You know what?
Because you guys wait till the last
Wait, what
minute
is
for
it?
everything.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah,
gift from
tell
last.
So I was
I
like,
have
you
a
know
gift
what?
from
Tell
I'm
us
last
what
here.
the
I'm
wrapping
shopping
looks
now. I'm
like.
not going to go shopping again because you guys can't plan things in advance.
Hey, don't
I'm not
don't,
telling you.
don't
I
start.
already-
And by the way,
Do
if
not
we're going to
start
complain,
that.
our Christmas party is a 2-parter, which is also crazy.
I know, and I'm going to miss it. I'm
Here's
going to miss
part
the white
one
elephant
here,
and the
then
party.
part 2 is over
You know what?
here and
You
drive
know what?
across town, but your spouse is
You know
not
what?
allowed.
Yeah,
I am not going to allow
What
you
are
guys
we
to do
doing?
this
No,
to the
this
people
off-
who planned
This office does have a bad reputation
My
with surprise
God.
parties.
The energy's been really
Dude,
bad
surprise
this week,
parties
guys.
here. Don't even. We don't even need to
Don't
start
do
on
that.
The energy. Oh,
You know that
Can
goes.
I have to make. I have an admission,
Go.
confession to make. So I was unaware of the party, the 2-part parties, and being a relatively new employee.
but one
trying
without
to-
a family.
Well, without a family, right?
Facts.
So I have extra
Or
money
fake
to throw
family.
around.
Fake families.
I had already bought like 3 people Christmas gifts, not like White Elephant gifts, but like Christmas
Ooh.
gifts.
What'd you
here in
get
the
me, bro?
office. You were not one of them, Fuentes. I
damn.
Piece of
apologize.
shit, I get it.
It's me though, right?
No, you also were not one of them.
Shit.
Too annoying.
So Dan, Stu, and
So now what do I do?
Bought all the money. Yeah.
No, it's. I'll give you a hint. It's nobody that sits in the main studio. Okay.
Okay.
So it's 3 hats for other people. I just said what they were.
Billy.
Hats?
Oh, no. Cut it out.
Bleep it.
Cut it out.
Are we talking fedoras?
Well, now I'm just not going to say who they were for.
Nobody's
Well, I was gonna say.
nobody's gonna listen to
But
this.
if you wear a hat, just know I might have gotten you
So
one.
Billy.
Billy, Chris, and
Billy,
Roy got
right.
hats.
Well, I was also asked my hat size recently by Izzy. So
that kind of gives
So
it
it's
away.
technically
trying to
not
like, wait a
Are
minute.
hat sizes a thing people know?
Oh, okay.
But I didn't get
If
you
you're
a
a
fitted one,
big-
though.
If I'm getting a hat
person.
for someone for Christmas, hypothetically, which I am, can I just get that person a baseball cap, or do I have to ask him his hat size?
You can if it's a
adjustable?
snapback,
Yeah.
adjustable,
Is it
whatever.
adjustable?
But if it's
Is it
a
a fitted?
Fitted?
fitted,
Or
they
if
need a
somebody
hat
like
size.
Ethan who wears dad
I don't know
caps,
shit
you have
about
to tell him
hats.
like types.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about fitteds, though.
We can
it,
help.
It will tell you what the size is. That is not the size.
Can I just be like, yeah, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's got a huge head,
There-
and the
yeah,
internet will
and
tell
they'll
me.
be like, all right,
this
7
size.
3/4 maybe.
Jeremy, what size is that hat?
It's adjustable.
when in doubt, just go like snapback.
Yeah, snapback, snapback, dad
Because you
hat.
can adjust
It's always
it.
the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to think that I
47
was
has
the
a
only
Hitch
person
brand
that would
now.
wear a snapback backward, but Billy's rocking it right now, and it looks good.
I
like it.
I hate wearing it backwards. This is just I put it on because of my headphones and I turned it around.
I'm a believer that if you wear a thing a certain way enough times, it'll look natural on you no
matter
matter
what. Yeah, I
whether.
agree. Yeah.
Like Billy, I just picture you in a hat
all the
at
time.
all times. Backwards, front, doesn't matter. You're just a hat guy. When you're not wearing a hat, I'm like, what the?
Who is this guy?
That's what happened to me in Austin when I.
I
showed up,
remember
'cause
we
I
were
got-
like, who is that?
I got a
Yeah.
haircut and I had contacts on and nobody knew who I was. Like they almost
walked
had
up to our
security escort
table.
me out.
Billy.
Yeah,
I remember.
and they're just like,
This is Guillermo.
When's the last time you saw Chris Cody without a hat?
Oh man, he never takes his hat off.
No.
I think
Oh, wait, no, he didn't.
At
he
his-
didn't
at
have
his
a hat
dad's
on.
birthday.
Yeah, his
That was-
dad's
that
I
was-
wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I'm also missing the Christmas party. I'm sad. I'm missing all the events.
Just
this
tell
year.
him.
You want me to FaceTime
You get
you?
it.
I told Kristen if I bring a white elephant gift, can I like assign someone as my surrogate and
Sure.
they pick for me?
Yeah, why not?
No, you have to be on FaceTime.
Nah,
Nah, that's the way it's gonna work. Sorry.
Why?
I don't think that's gonna work. then.
Listen, as one of the party planning committee, yes, Jess, that is
Okay.
totally
If
fine.
I see something, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna assign one of you. To
Assign
Have you guys seen this
somebody.
new Christmas gift game? I don't know if it's new. I've seen it now, so it's probably like 10 years old. But it's you put everything under cups and put a piece of yarn or string to them and sort of put them in a shape, but you can't really tell which string belongs to what cup.
just pull it.
And then you just pull it, and whatever's under the cup you get.
Is this like a game for cats?
No, I feel like the
Little
only gift
sensory
under there
game.
is like money. That's the only thing you can really put under a red solo.
You put a little
but
tab that says
dice.
what your gift is, and you just grab it.
Could do that.
who ended up with crocodile dentist? This was such a problem.
I didn't even remember seeing
point.
crocodile
That's
dentist
what
last
I'm saying.
year.
It's
Didn't you
crocodile
take
dentist.
it back?
You
I
guys
thought you
made
took
a
it
That
problem
seems
back.
out of
like a
this.
good gift.
I thought you took it back.
I'm unclear why that precipitated the rule change.
We should play it. Whoever won it should bring it.
It was one of the factors, along with the people bitching about the candles as well last year.
I was
which
not one
candles
of
are
those
good
people.
Which I was not one
I was-
of those people.
Last year was also the year of the Stanley Cup, and I think it's a miracle we all just didn't buy Stanley Cups for each other because that's like the ultimate
That's
white
true.
elephant.
I was gonna
gift.
buy
It's like $30.
Whenever you go to like Marshalls or whatever, there's always some random team there, like some
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
mug or whatever, and I'm like, I think that's what I'm gonna buy this year and just bring that. Enjoy your Green Bay Packers.
Buying crocodile dentist again.
I've never even
buy
heard of
3 of them.
crocodile
Buy
dentist.
3
Just
of
buy
them.
it until the
Just
whole
buy
office
3 of
has
them.
one.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna leave a bunch of different crocodile dentists in bags.
That's a good Billy. That's actually a really good evil cat move. If you buy multiple
God.
gifts and wrap them, and then it infiltrates that we end up with too many gifts in the white elephant, and it's just chaos. Bleep that out, Mike.
This is true Billy fashion. No matter what, he's going to make this into a chaotic situation.
Crocodile Dentist looked fun. I mean, when I was looking at it,
It
right
is
now,
fun. It's a fun game.
yeah,
I didn't say it was not a fun game.
plenty of people here with kids. I mean, they can take it home.
I don't know, because you said we don't have families, so
Yeah, you don't have a kid, get a kid, loser.
I don't want to get a kid. Get a kid.
They're everywhere.
Get a girlfriend, asshole.
Oh, there's that. Thank you, Jess.
I mean,
Whoa!
you don't have to be
Thank
hurtful,
you,
but
Jess.
okay.
You
need
did say
to get
get a
into
kid.
that.
You started it.
Speaking of holiday shopping,
Nice haircut, by the way, Fuentes.
thank you, bro. Thank you. Speaking of
Get
holidays
ready.
and like holiday shopping, I'm very proud of myself for the amount of restraint I showed.
Just now.
For what?
Not smacking Jess in the face.
Oh no,
Get
I
a
would never.
girlfriend.
I would
We're
never.
friends.
We're all friends here.
I am in agreement with you in that restraint on holiday shopping is something to feel really good about. I end up doing something a little different though. While I'm looking for stuff for other people, I end up realizing how much stuff I need. I end up shopping for myself. Last night I spent like $500 on myself.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Garbage cans.
I said $500 garbage bag.
Damn. Is it a Louis
Garbage
bag?
cans are
gold-plated garbage
sneaky
bags.
expensive.
They are. I got 3 of them,
Yeah.
and yeah, they sort of fit the look
Aesthetic.
better.
Yeah.
And so I just got them yesterday with. But now I can never just go to the supermarket and buy garbage bags. I have to buy the ones that I bought with
Specialty
You get
the
the
ones.
simple
Yeah.
human.
Yeah, I did.
that shit
I did.
looks
It's worth it,
sleek.
though. I think
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Oh,
What
the hell is
man.
that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a brand of garbage cans that
They have the cool website where
yeah.
things move.
I think we have
Is that
like a
what got
soap
you?
dispenser from them.
Is that? But it's motion.
Yeah, it's like motion sensor. It's
What's it
just
called?
a simple human.
Simple
you've,
Human.
You've seen it before.
Probably.
I have like the knockoff Target brand one at my apartment because I went to Target when I moved and I was like, I'm gonna get a garbage can, and then I was like, holy shit, why are these $85?
This is a $200 garbage can.
Yeah, the big ones
58-liter
are
step recycler.
expensive.
Merry Christmas to me.
Good for you.
That's
I
what
like that.
happens. And now other people, my
What is
budget's
it
a
like
little
being
smaller.
at
$200
the
to hold
part
your shit.
of your life where you're like, I can afford that. I can afford a fancy garbage can.
You know
It
what?
must
It's so
feel
funny.
nice.
Ever since I started,
day,
it's such a
Jess.
weird deal.
One
I
day.
put this number in my head. Ever since I started working at ESPN back in 2012, I said, okay, the way my life is now, If anything is under $300, I'm good. I
Fair
don't have to
game.
think about it. If it hits that $300 mark, I'm going to look at my
Sleep on
bank
it.
account and start
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at
Love that.
100, so my 100
Oh,
is like,
believe me, I got to back off now. I got to go back down
You
to like
rub some of
300.
your success on me.
yeah, for real. We're in the right room, Jess.
I'm in a spot right now where I've lived in Miami for 4 years. I recently got rid of my warm parka, and then I have realized this weekend, shit.
You need
Notre
it.
Dame's hosting a home playoff game in December. It's going to be a high of 37 degrees. I need a new parka.
You don't have any. You didn't say
I don't have any winter coat right now.
Really?
I am in distress.
Even I have like
Winter
three for some
coats
reason.
are expensive.
They are.
And I don't want to freeze my little tushy off.
The one good thing is after this year, if you can survive this winter, all that stuff will be totally marked down on sale down here. Because
Oh, I thought you were going to say we're done with winter.
I thought you were going to say that too, and I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. You're right.
Like, they literally give that crap away like after the season here.
You just got to
But
buy
I need it.
one.
That doesn't
Next
help
week.
her for yet.
That's what I'm
Burlington.
saying. Right now, fucked. But next one, she's all right.
One timeless looking big coat.
Correct.
You can have that thing for 40
That's
years.
exactly. So I'm thinking maybe I just make the investment now. Maybe I just say,
Just do it.
I'm just going to invest in
Yeah.
the fancy big parka.
Go full
and
Izzy.
I'll never need another
Yeah.
parka.
Go full Izzy.
$299.
The parka I
Don't
want
even
is
think about it.
the parka I want is cheaper than your garbage can.
God damn.
I can't find that around the horn video, but just know that they played a video of me singing "What Makes You Beautiful" by One Direction, and Sarah Spain said "Swoon."
So you've been singing on
yeah, it's
every
been me
show.
the whole time forever.
I
Everything's been
definitely
consistent.
wasn't on that panel. I would have remembered that.
You betcha.
You betcha. Hey,
Tony,
betcha.
Tony really
Yeah,
is
there you go.
burning to talk to me about tap water.
No,
so-
it's not that
Yeah.
I'm burning to
Like,
talk
tap
about tap water, but like
It's a
we're
hot
doing a
topic in
show
the
and then
break.
we can't do the show. It's
You
crazy.
betcha is presented by
Brita filter.
DraftKings. Stay tuned because
Not
you're
good
more
enough.
about DraftKings and all that's to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. I'm pretty sure we hit all three legs last week. I'm pretty sure I had
Wow.
Panthers minus 12
You
because
did?
minus 12 for a NFL team is
Plus 12,
crazy.
plus
Yeah,
12.
plus 12. Sorry.
Wrong team. I thought you were
And then I
talking
had
Florida.
Dolphins. I bought down to minus 3. I didn't trust them. They won by 6 in overtime. And then the last one was Chargers plus 4 because
So you did get all three. You don't
did.
think you got
Yeah,
all
yeah,
three.
yeah.
No,
You
I'm
did
pretty
get all
sure.
He was thinking about it.
I'm just making sure these are the picks because like sometimes we'll walk around the office and be like, oh, we like this, but then
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we won't
yeah.
necessarily
Lock it in.
Lock it in exactly.
Yeah, you can check that.
So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, then I gotta go back
Before you start.
There's a big time
We just
crunch.
did great show before we started recording. Now we're doing
I was
this.
just doing 90
Now
minutes of
we're
God
doing-
of God Loves
Why?
Football. Okay, so anyway, this week we're doing Cleveland Browns plus 4. They're on the road or they're home. Sorry, against the Chiefs.
Okay.
I feel like every Chiefs game has come down to a field goal in the last month.
Yeah.
So I like
It-
Browns plus 4. I like Washington Commanders minus 6 on the road at New Orleans. The original line was 7.5, minus 7.5. So I
Right.
bought them down to minus 6 because
Okay.
Yeah.
touchdown seems like a lot. And then I think it's the first time they've been favored probably this year and last year. Me and Tony thought about this earlier. Carolina Panthers money line at home against
They're
Dallas
minus
Cowboys.
3 right now, so the favorite for the first time in like 2
Correct.
years or so.
I don't like the 3 points, so I'm just going to take the Panthers straight up. They are at home against the Dallas Cowboys, who just lost a big-time defender. Overshone, right?
Yeah.
That was his name. So that's you betcha. It's Cleveland Browns plus 4. Washington Commanders buy it down to minus 6. And the Carolina Panthers money line that gives you a nice plus 432 at the time of recording.
You betcha.
That's you betcha. I like that. There you go.
So, anyways, what I
Yes?
was saying is.
Let's start to the original
Okay,
conversation.
the original
and then we
conversation.
can work our way back.
Original conversation where we left off in the last segment is that we were talking about certain gifts. How it started was we were talking about Izzy's fancy trash cans.
Okay, so talk to
he
me about the trash
recently
cans.
bought.
Because you were here last segment, I was not.
Correct.
Yeah, so I basically, when I go Christmas shopping on my phone or online or whatever, a lot of times I will show restraint in buying gifts for others, but then I will just shop for myself. And so yesterday, I ended up, and they asked me what I bought, and I said trash cans, and they weren't very excited about that, but I am, because they are those Simple Human
was
trash
excited.
cans. They're white. They also sort of match my...
The Simple Human that you can also do the phone cleaner. Have you bought the Simple Human phone cleaner?
No, I have not.
Dude, it's incredible.
It's
So-
a phone cleaner,
Yes.
not a foam
No,
cleaner.
phone.
Like
that
it
the one
cleans
with
your
the- with the
telephone.
phone when you
It's
have
a
UV
box.
light?
It's
Yeah.
a box so that you put your phone in it.
With the
and
UV
it-
light, right?
Yeah, and it cleans it without water or anything.
I don't
And it
believe
takes
that.
it all the way down, cleans it, and then brings it
They
back
should
up.
have that at the exit
It's
of
sick.
every public restroom.
Yes.
Because I get very nervous about touching other people's phones because,
There's shit particles on it.
yeah, there is. You know what? I went even further with it one time on the Le Batard Show. Cody, who is not here this episode, but Chris Cody once said, and you know how like you confidently say things on the show because Dan has empowered you. And then you say something where everybody's not in agreement, and you're like, wait a second, is that not everybody? And so one time, Chris Cody said something about when they were talking poop talk, because he's got to get in there on this. He's like, sometimes you just got to admit that some's going to get on your hands. And I was like,
What? Does he not know how to wipe?
God.
There was a conversation about not having enough toilet paper, something like that. And I'm like, now I'm just thinking of you picking up your phone after that. And it's just like, I
And
never
then you
want
handing
to
it to
touch
me,
your phone.
watch this video.
So they should absolutely have one of these devices at every public restroom, and then that should pressure people into doing that at home too.
Did you actually?
Sorry, I totally derailed this conversation.
No,
You did,
no.
but it did bring up the point of like Chris's habits.
Sanitation?
Wasn't there that one story Greg told us about that he wiped his ass with a credit card because there was no toilet paper? Toilet paper?
I don't know if it was a credit card. If it was like a menu or something.
Or yeah, so
like
it
something
tracks.
not
So father like
toilet
father like
paper.
son.
All right, so I bought
So trash cans.
Oh, okay, there we go.
and then what happened? I forgot where we went from there.
Trash cans. Then Royson said something about a certain brand, and then Tony goes,
Yeah.
"Absolutely
No,
not."
No, it
How
got
dare
into the
you.
trash bags and how
With
if you buy
fragrance.
The
scented trash
fragrance,
bags,
correct.
it's killing you.
It's
It
killing
is.
you.
I feel like John Taffer. This is gonna kill
the
somebody.
death among you.
All fragrances
You have a
are
scent on
effectively
your
killing
garbage
you.
can.
All fragrances are not good. If you look at the back of the label and it says fragrances, and you don't really know what that means, you should be worried.
If you look at some of the best smelling people in the world, all die young. Look it up.
Look it up.
Listen, I made it to
I don't know
40.
why I thought that was
So
funny.
the
I just thought
worst
that was funny.
smelling people are
Live longer.
old.
You ever smelled a 100-year-old?
Wow.
They don't smell great.
They do not smell great.
Good point.
Well, they don't care anymore.
A home smells very pungenty.
The problem is the
Anyways.
pungency home has got chemicals, a lot of things swimming in the air that you're like breathing in, and then all of a sudden your lungs and it's going to your body. So you just got to try to minimize. I'm a very minimalistic smell person at home.
No
right?
candles.
No, absolutely.
No, I
not.
don't do
are
candles anymore
terrible.
I do
because
candles.
well, one it's like also not sanitary, right? Because like when you burn it up, like I saw this guy who was on YouTube and he was cleaning his curtains and he
soot.
was burning
Oh, the
candles
soot.
all the time,
Yeah.
and it was so much black crap coming off those curtains.
But also, what do they make candles
It's
out
a
of?
source of
Same
the
thing.
fragrance. Like it's killing you as well. Like
Yeah.
that's all bad.
No, well, the thing
Make
is,
it out of wax, whatever fragrance again, and
Hey,
the wick.
bingo, right there. The fragrance. Where did
also
they
the
make
incense
it? What did they
sticks.
do? Like, how do you make fragrance?
Listen, if I
Exactly.
die, I die.
that's not-
And when
it's not
paramedics
that.
come in to take me to
But
the
is it
morgue,
really
it'll
worth
smell
it?
delicious.
When you are on the deathbed and they're
I wish I
talking to
wouldn't
you
have
and they're
burned-
like, you could have had 20
One
more
vanilla
years.
sugar.
Are you okay with that? Do you have any regrets? You're like, no.
Nah,
It
I'm
smelled
good.
like sandalwood in my house the whole time.
if he could scientifically
cedar.
prove that the sandalwood killed me, then I'd be like, oh shit, you got me.
Right.
I mean,
You know,
the
but, like, you
sandalwood leads
can't.
to something else, that leads to something else, that all of a sudden ends up
But
killing you.
here's my argument against that. There's no such thing as breathing clean air. It's impossible.
At this
Okay.
point.
Unless you're
Correct.
walking around with a purifier on your face
That-
24/7.
that doesn't even work.
Exactly.
If you have fiberglass in your air ducts, you're killing
cooked.
yourself too.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. But
I live in a
Asbestos.
condo, so
Everything-
guaranteed.
We're all cooked.
Yeah,
We're all
everything-
preface it by
done.
saying that.
everything has something. So
Correct.
it's like I'm not. If my place doesn't smell that great, and I want to light a candle for 2 hours or whatever, I might do that.
How about you use a candle warmer instead?
No,
Maybe
that's
some
what I have
non-toxic
now.
Candles.
That's what I have now.
There's
is the
other
warmer.
ways to-
What about the wax melts? Is that a problem too? Because I also do the wax
If
melts.
you gotta ask, you know.
All right. Well, you
It's
know what?
from
Listen,
bees.
I made it
ask,
to
you know.
40, and if I make it another 40, fantastic. If I don't, you know
The
what?
thing
I
is,
did good.
look, the first 40 are going to be different than the second 40, right? In a way that.
well, that's life. Things
No.
change.
But I'm going deeper.
My
than that.
lower back is
back in
killing
the day.
Sciatica.
Dude, did you see my bruise
you,
from
Roy.
Genesis yesterday on my arm? It's
Oh, damn.
gnarly. Anyway.
Oh, that's why people weren't here, because they were doing Genesis yesterday while we were recording the first half of Mystery Crate. Is
Yes
that
and
what
no.
happened here?
I don't know.
Yes and
She was
no.
here,
But anyways.
All I was going to say was, when you guys
was
were
gone.
kids, right? When
Yeah.
we were kids,
Yeah.
all the shit that was in the things that we were eating and drinking and living around were much less than what it is now.
Dude, they
I
literally
don't
had
believe
lead
that,
and paint
dude.
when I was growing
That's
up.
fine.
Correct.
They don't have it anymore.
Asbestos.
So you can't say that. That's
But
what I'm saying.
they
Asbestos.
knew you weren't supposed to eat the paint. It's,
Right, but it was still
it's
in
terrible
there.
parents
It's much
who allow
more
their children to
devious.
eat the
And then
paint.
perfect
Exactly.
asbestos. Like
And we still have
is
asbestos,
everywhere.
by the way.
We sure
I know,
do.
We still
but
have it.
in the old buildings. But now the new buildings don't have it.
Yeah, they got
got-
something else.
Yeah, but that.
And then in
you
40 years
gotta-
from now, I'll be like, damn,
Probably.
we had this.
Probably.
Okay.
Listen, that garden hose that I drank out of from like 6 to, I don't know, 12.
Hey, we've all done it.
Delicious.
All I tasted was
quenching.
penny.
Yes.
So you're telling me that the water that I drank out of those rusty ass hoses
It's better than it was now.
It's better than
Yes,
all right,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
about that.
Absolutely.
Tasting a penny when you're drinking, probably
Legit
not great.
pennies.
It was not
is what
great.
you were
Yes,
tasting.
I would drink it too.
Copper.
But
Legit.
the point is, the shit that they've been putting in our water since that moment
Fluoride.
is worse.
Listen, I don't
than all the
disagree
stuff
with any
that
of
was already
this.
there.
I don't disagree
Robert Kennedy
with any
Jr.
of it.
What's going on here?
I'm just trying to speak truth right now, Roy.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. You are correct in that aspect. Yeah, a lot of this shit is terrible. But guess what? Some of us are like, yeah, you know what? We're good.
They don't actually have to put anything in the water.
Well,
Like,
there's
if
that
you
too.
look
You
at the
don't.
pipes that I have a filter on my shower head.
Me too.
Because if you were to open up
Ooh,
your
one of those
shower and
Japanese
look in
ones?
those pipes, it's
wanna get that.
disgusting in there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, no, it is.
disgusting.
It is. I do want to
Imagine
get one
how
of
it's
those.
coming right on
years.
top of your
Yeah.
years of mold and water and rust and all that stuff that's
Yeah.
been living in those pipes.
This is the thing that scares me, like about Ozempic, right? Because you were talking about like how this wasn't here, this wasn't here. They're like, oh, all these studies. I'm like, bro, before we know what's going to happen with those studies, that's like 40 years from now.
I know. And
I'm like
that's
90.
very
Yeah, I don't know if I want to just start. It's not meant for me.
No.
That was
No.
meant for a guy with diabetes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have diabetes. I'm not doing that shit.
A lot
Not yet.
Put it this way: there's a lot of studies
No.
now. When we've just been doing this for however many years it's been on the market, where there's already studies showing, hey, this is not great for people that don't really need it.
But it's also like one of those things where it's like the old coffee argument on the internet. For every like 10 studies that coffee's saving your life, there's 10 studies that it's killing you.
Sure.
So I'm sure it goes.
I don't know if there's
both
10
ways.
studies that are saying Ozempic
Wine.
is the greatest
Yeah.
thing of all time. that
No,
you're
but
gonna
there
live
is
forever.
a bunch of studies saying that if you're overweight, you're going to get heart disease, and if you have to Ozempic,
Which
you're
is-
not going to be overweight. So it's like kind of damned if
But
you do,
here-
damned
but
if you
here's-
don't. Might as
here's
well have
the
abs
issue.
in the process.
Here's the issue with Ozempic.
I'm
right?
only here for
Is
a
he like
good
that
time,
when
not a
he's
long
Here-
time.
here's the issue with Ozempic.
Right, solo
It's
cup.
like testosterone in the sense where the moment you listen to me. No,
Izzy, I wish I had a
a lot of cara, a lot of cara, a lot of mueca, a lot of mueca, a lot of mueca, and then we're gonna have to go and be like, damn, Tony was right.
I wish I
Damn,
just
how-
had a single camera on Izzy because like his facial expressions
was
like
very-
has changed so much.
I just turned my lips to the right like this.
Izzy is part of the fitness community, and he knows a lot of people in the fitness community. So what I'm going to say is this: the moment you stop taking, or the moment you stop producing your own testosterone to take outside testosterone, your body stops producing original testosterone in favor of fake testosterone. So the moment you stop doing that, you have to continue to take testosterone for the rest of your life. Right?
Oh.
So that's why when you hear about hormone replacement therapy and all these different things, you have to make sure that you're at a very low level, because if you've got good testosterone already and then you start taking exogenous
Let's
testosterone.
just make sure all the listeners run this through a filter before
Yeah,
you do
please.
like a
just to make
shower
sure.
head.
We are not
I'm not saying
professionals.
Tony's wrong here.
Okay.
I'm just saying run it through a little Tony filter
Professional.
before you go telling other people
No.
verbatim. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm telling you is be careful if you start taking something
That
that
is
you're going to have
true.
to take for
That
the rest
is
of your
true.
life.
You are not
Which is
wrong.
what Ozempic is. The moment you get on Ozempic, you're going to have to continue to take it for the rest of your life.
I don't know if
Look, I believe that.
yeah, that's fine.
Maybe,
That's
maybe.
fine.
I
I
mean,
did
you're
not
right.
support
That's fine.
anybody that
Not
doesn't have
wrong.
diabetes taking Ozempic. Ozempic for weight loss,
loss.
not something I condone.
Right.
All I'm saying is go do your homework before you see miracle drug on the market, and then
I
ask
mean-
yourself, why is it that this is happening?
I 100% agree with that. Except, well, I would say 99% agree with it.
But here's what I'm saying to just close this off. We all ate Chef Boyardee at one point in our lives.
That's right.
And we already know that ain't real.
Listen.
and
So,
the
but
chemicals
here we are.
and the chemicals now. I would love to see this a side by side of Chef Boyardee in the '90s versus Chef Boyardee now, and see how
GMOs?
many more
He's probably
chemicals.
GMOs. Oh yeah, no.
How many more chemicals there are now
Is he
than there
still
were
with
back
us,
then?
Chef Boyardee?
No way. I don't think.
No,
he-
he's
way.
dead.
I don't think
You
he
know
ever,
he's dead.
I don't think he
Just
ever
hanging out with
existed.
Colonel
if I'm being
Sanders.
honest.
He's just
I think
a
they just made up a
character.
character.
Good
yeah.
Okay.
He's a chef.
Tony, are you a real tree guy or a fake tree guy?
Real tree, always,
Always real tree. Like you
Always
grew up with a real tree?
Grew up with a real tree.
Oh, okay.
I
Picked
didn't know
out
Hispanics did that.
picked out the tree.
Right? I don't think so either.
I love the smell of a real tree. I love getting the pine on my hands. I love putting it over my shoulder, putting it in the thing. We just did the tree the other day. Real tree. Am I the only one with a real tree
You
here?
like the stickiness. I alternate.
Yeah.
I alternate as I explained
Between?
last segment. Between real and fake.
But
And
like,
so
how do you alternate when you have a fake one? You always use the fake
when
one.
I'm
No,
tired
no,
of it.
yearly.
When
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm on year 2 of my fake one, and I very much enjoy it. I'll probably go a third year.
Okay.
But the other thing is,
You're gonna
if I move,
re-sign the tree to a new contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 1-and-1.
that,
back-
or, that or
It's a
breaks. And then you gotta
Canadian
get a
warrior
warrior.
Bring
type
back
of
the
thing.
KG veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I move into a bigger place anytime in the future, I'm probably going to have either a bigger tree, multiple trees, like my sister has. She's got 4 in the
Multiple
house.
trees.
So does my brother.
I've been trying to do not trying, but thinking about doing an upside down tree for years.
What?
Haven't really
That's
worked it out
difficult,
yet.
yeah.
I like that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I've seen it in a department store.
Is it like when you hang it from the ceiling type deal?
Yeah,
Didn't they have that in the Grinch, the upside down
But
tree?
how you? But then how do you get the ornaments hang normal? or you also find a way to have them.
Yeah,
sticky.
no, I mean the
Still gravity, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
So
the
instead of-
tree is still like all the what do they call the limbs? The limbs don't just turn upside down;
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just kind of
They're-
firm.
they're facing
and
the
so
same.
you can still just hang.
Yeah, but
kinda
then when
angled
you
it.
hang
So
the
you have
ornament,
to-
the ornament's going to flop down, right?
So like this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
So
saying.
like this. So like it's still going to hang out, but you're
You just
putting
got to
it
put it
that way.
higher
Still
up,
dangling.
probably.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
The, on
But
the,
Cynthia's holding a
But-
fake little tree, by the
Yeah.
way,
For
for
the
example,
non-
for
yeah,
the
for the
people that
For
are
the
listening.
audio audience.
yeah,
For
but
the
like
audio
that means when you
audience.
put
Yeah,
the
explain
ornaments,
everything.
they flip down.
'Cause I
So
can
the
see.
ornaments look like they're
So
upside down.
normally you would go
You know what I'm
like
saying?
They look
this.
right side up. Is what you're saying.
It's the same process. You just have to hang it differently.
You hang the
normal
tree.
before you put the ornaments on.
Yes, exactly.
Right,
And then
but
so when you hang the ornaments,
what-
they're hanging normal.
Right, but I think
Okay.
what you're thinking is that you can't still hook it on the limb because you
Right.
still
No,
can't.
I'm saying you can, but I'm saying the ornaments are going to hang normally.
Oh, I
so
got
all the
you,
ornaments
I
are going to
got
be
you.
hanging like
But that's
normal,
part
but
of
the
the
tree will be
look.
upside
Yeah,
down.
that's
Ah,
part of
okay.
Yeah, correct.
So the
There you go.
star is
It's
gonna
not like
be
it's
at the
frozen,
bottom.
is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the best part is the bottom part that will.
I have an
and
update,
then
by the way.
down.
On?
Chef Boyardee, real person.
Yes.
Wow,
That's
live
a
or dead?
lie.
He was an Italian immigrant. He's got to be dead. He was an Italian
he's
immigrant
dead. Did I tell
named.
you?
And please excuse me, I don't know. Ettore, 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 Boiardi.
Boyardee.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, but see, but okay, well, here you go.
Sitting right in front of
His
me. I
name-
can't believe I had to walk
no,
through the door on that
no,
one.
no, but his name is spelled like that, the Italian way, Boiardi. But then on the can, it's Boyardee.
Because they had to Americanize
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
For the people in Kansas.
Well,
who
he
are
founded the
no-
company in Pennsylvania in 1928.
Oh, yeah, he's
So
dead.
unless he founded it when he was like an infant, he's definitely not
he's
with
dead.
us. Yeah, it's been around 96 years. Yeah, actual guy. But Chef Boyardee, as American as apple pie, baby, right here in the
Also-
U.S. of A.
Yeah, rest in power.
In tin. So some of that tin is going in there.
For sure. Like we're arguing the same thing.
No, I
Gold
know.
medal Chef
I know.
Boyardee dish.
Whoa.
I'll tell you mine.
Go.
ABC's in 1, 2, 3's, the little microwavable one with the meatballs.
Yeah, those are
liked
fire.
those.
So good.
Featured on the Wikipedia page.
So good.
Right here.
Yeah.
Mini bites, ABCs and 1, 2, 3s with meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
That
next
was
to
an
the-
after-school thing all the time.
SpaghettiOs.
That advertising
Was
got you.
SpaghettiOs Chef Boyardee too?
No, that was
No,
his
it's
own
a
brand.
different brand.
That was SpaghettiOs, its own
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different brand.
Mandela effect.
SpaghettiOs owned by Campbell's, the soup company.
So just a different branch?
Their own thing.
Yeah.
But Chef Boyardee introduced the Mini-Os, which is basically just SpaghettiOs.
Mini-Os.
Their own.
Yeah.
I did like the mini Chef Boyardee raviolis. I did like the raviolis. at one point.
I was always turned off by the meat. When I would cut it in half,
Exactly.
I would be like, ooh, why is it so gray?
meat.
Yeah.
And I kept the spaghetti.
I hated buying the ravioli because you'd always get so gypped.
Yeah,
There's
you
only like
because there's
seven-
like ravioli. In
That's
the
why I
thing.
went with the minis, because if you bought the regular size version, you're legit just getting like 2 raviolis. So if you get the minis, you're getting
That was
more.
one of the joys of the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s with meatballs, because you can ration the meatballs
Exactly.
however you want. You
Right.
could save a bunch for the end. You could have a bunch of letters.
You can
Right.
spread it out.
Yeah.
What did you used to write with it? Because I know you wrote something out with those letters.
I had no time for that.
Wow.
No, you
You were like, I'm just
no
trying to
time.
Just
I'm
fueling,
trying to
just
eat
fueling
this.
the
He's
old
like,
body.
So I can
It
get
was
back outside
so
and play.
hot. It's not like I'm just going to move things around
I
with
gotta
my
eat and go
hands,
back
I just wasn't
outside so I
good
can
at
drink
these
out of the
things.
water hose.
Were you guys not Chef Boyardee, hamburger helper people?
No.
No.
Dude, hamburger helper, whenever I saw the commercials, I was always like, yo, it looks delicious.
This is delicacy.
But I
That
never
little
had it.
hand.
The hand is
Yeah.
terrifying.
It's just
though. Come on.
It's a
seasoning,
glove, right?
Yeah, it's a glove.
It's like a
Really,
like a little.
I
Glove
remember
hand.
being wildly disappointed that it didn't come with the protein in it.
Yes.
I was like, wait a second, I've still got to buy chicken? What? I could
Right.
just season my chicken
I
normally.
need this ground beef for this.
Dude, they would scoop out the beefaroni, and I'm like, yo. And then they'd show the box, and I'm like, you can't put meat in a box.
Wait a
like,
second.
yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, like,
Oh,
assembly
SNL wrote
required.
a song
yeah.
about that.
Oh, really?
Assembly required. I like that.
There's a lot of things from our childhood that I think back on, and I'm like, damn.
That makes no sense.
No, not that it doesn't make any sense, but like, it was just such a time. Like, you remember when this is, again, I was born in the 90s, grew up in the 2000s when I had like an actual brain that worked, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the Doritos 3D that used to come in like a little plastic, like thermos looking
It was like a
thing?
tube,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It was like a blue tube.
Yes. You had the blue one for the Cool Ranch, you had a red one for the other one, and then they came like kind of puffed up already, and you would eat them out of the thing. And I remember getting that, and then the twist nozzle for the Gatorade.
Like, and then you like, because it's
And
meant to be
it
like
was
a
like a
sports
squirt
bottle.
bottle,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I could never open those. I was always frustrated, and I would bite the crap out of the top, and it was kind of twisted. It was hard.
In Europe, whenever the 2 times that I went, I don't want to say whenever I go and sound like a jackass,
Look
but
at
the
me,
2
look
times that I went, when you drink the
The guy
water
with
and they
the
have like the water cap that
garbage can.
sticks on there,
Yeah.
and like
And
any
you kept
American
ripping
is
it
just like,
off?
I can't, they just ripping it off. It's like, no, man, you're supposed to leave it on there. Fuentes, I want to just give you another chance to get the joke, okay?
Okay, no, sorry. I was
You
thinking about
said-
how the guy who the guy doesn't want to.
Let me say it.
Okay.
Let the joke say.
You
No, it's something I was
said
thinking.
of the hamburger helper, you can't put meat in a box. And I said, SNL wrote a song about that. Do you get it now?
Get it?
Yeah, taking a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Christmas
There
time.
we got there.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
No,
Christmas
I was,
is in
I
a
was,
box.
I was
Unpopular
laughing.
opinions.
No, but I was laughing how you were
Wow,
like,
transition.
I don't want to sound pretentious by saying I go to Europe all the time, and then this is the same guy in the same episode who bought a $200 garbage can.
3 of them.
Yeah,
So you bought $600 worth of garbage cans?
That's a
About
lot.
500 something. It was
That's
one
ridiculous.
garbage can, which was 200 something for the kitchen, and then there was 2 smaller ones for the bathrooms, and all the garbage bags and the refills.
Gotcha.
So it's just like
Damn.
it was a lot of stuff.
'Cause it was-
All I hear is
just- it was
cha-ching,
an investment.
cha-ching.
because he was saying like, and also another thing you brought up was how now that you bought these special garbage cans, you like feel bad because now you always have to buy these like special bags.
Right.
So now he's like,
That's how they get you.
How much are the special bags?
I don't remember, but at least I don't have to buy the bags with the fragrance anymore. That's killing me.
Okay, thank you.
I willingly bought the fragrance because I didn't even think about that. But now
Next
that I
time you're
have,
gonna think
next
about it,
time,
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
lavender
time-
might help you sleep forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm not going to do? Change.
Yeah.
That's a way to be.
Yes.
Too old to be changing.
Unpopular opinions, real
Yes.
quick.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Minus fragrance.
Fragrances
Izzy-
are killing
yeah,
us.
we had the fragrance. Well, Izzy touched on this one really quickly in the first half of the episode, but socks, they're a good gift.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like socks.
Kinda
Like,
agree.
how often you're gonna really go out there and buy
What kind of
socks
socks,
for yourself?
Izzy? What kind of socks?
When you get holes in them, that's when.
Right, but that's the point.
Nike socks.
If you get socks as a
Any
gift,
kind of socks.
If you have socks with a hole in it, boom! I've got so many other socks that I've got gifted to me. And if people are going to gift you socks, they're going to put a little bit of thought into it. They're probably going to give you not the cheapest socks in the world, right? They'll probably even give you socks that are probably good to look at. Maybe there might be a little story on them, like they donate 1 sock to every village in some other
Right,
country
right,
every
right,
time.
right.
Was that Bombas or something? Anyway,
Yes.
so I think socks is a great gift. Like if you're not going to actively buy it for yourself, let somebody gift it to you. Never have to think about it again.
But like, don't give me
Right.
business socks because I'm not wearing business shoes.
You mean like church socks?
right? They
Yeah.
got to know you.
No,
I mean, there's
no.
not
Yeah,
just
they
some
gotta know you.
Yeah, they gotta
stranger
know you,
giving
Yeah, but sometimes people get these socks and you're like, I haven't worn business socks in like
My dad
5 years.
I like that you call them business
Business
socks.
socks.
That's true. Dress-
Can't do anything-
dress socks.
can't do anything playful in those
Business
things.
You got the little rubber bands in them.
Because you
my
know
mom
why I
would do
do
this
it,
all the
right?
time, and
I think of Risky Business where he slides across the.
But that's not.
Those are
But
white
they-
socks.
but those
I know,
were
but
white
still,
socks.
that's what I.
That's
But I think
not-
because the reason why is because with the business socks you could do that. Like in my house, I tried to do it with white socks, didn't work, but I did it with business socks.
You got to be careful.
And it worked.
You might slip.
Yeah,
and
at this point,
break
bro,
something.
I don't do
Yeah,
that
don't
now.
do
I did
it.
You
this
think you're Tom
15
Cruise?
years
All of a
ago.
sudden you
Don't do
can't,
it.
you can't walk right.
Break
you
your
know?
hand.
Right. Standing
Anyway,
on
socks.
business socks.
Well,
I
think-
love fuzzy socks.
No, I think that Izzy hit it on the head. Like the best thing about getting socks as a gift is now you don't got to spend your own money buying socks.
Yeah, because like,
But they're cheap.
how many like if you
And it's
how
a
many
necessity.
different types of socks does everybody here wear?
I wear.
Roy's
I wear
wearing
Nike
green socks. That's weird.
Oh, these are hurricanes.
Ah, okay.
See.
So unless you have socks like DeMar DeRozan
Oh,
socks,
you're gonna
or
pull them all the
something
way.
like that,
You're
they're
a pull
just
them
gonna be
all
regular
the
old
way kind of
socks.
guy.
Look at that.
Yeah, but it's crazy for
Well,
you to
these are
wear.
gift. It was a gift here.
See, if I were to see you wearing those socks, Roy, I would think it must be laundry day.
It was laundry day.
There you go.
No,
Yeah.
actually, what it was is a cold day today, and these are kind of warm.
Oh, okay.
Ah, good
yeah,
job.
because you're here like
Yeah.
with your blue hat on, you got your gray like sweater, and then just random green ass socks. I would think, I have to do laundry.
Normally, I wear black socks, so
Yeah, I'm a Nike white sock guy.
I
This
have
is the worst
a ton of
unpopular
socks.
opinion I've ever seen on here.
Read
and
it.
I'm going to
Which
let you
one is
guess
that?
which one it is. Fuentes.
Is it the music makes movies worse?
Thank you, my guy.
Yeah, that is terrible.
What
take.
are we doing
Terrible
there?
take.
Can I say
Hold
something
on.
real quick?
Music makes movies worse.
Worse.
Can you give me an example? Like, what do you mean by that? So I can know where you're coming from.
Call the guy who wrote this. I don't.
Do you? There is no like. There's very few segments in movies where you're not listening to music. Like if
Right.
you think it's a quiet scene and they're staring at the horizon, there's a score going on. There's probably like a violin play. You just don't even notice it. What music does for movies is beyond. I mean, like this is nonsense. Like it creates the movies.
crazy.
Like it's effing ridiculous.
Who-
like
who came up with that?
My favorite
Who
movie is
said it?
Almost Famous, and if you take the music out of it, it's trash.
But that's a movie about music.
It's a movie about a music writer.
Yeah, it's a coming of age movie, but it's about the music is like essential to the plot.
Okay, think of any like Marvel movie,
Okay,
any
That score.
Okay, when
That
I
score.
me
Action
and Tony have
movie.
talked about this. The original Guardians of the Galaxy. I see the trailer for that movie.
That soundtrack.
One of the best
Soundtrack
Marvel
was
movies.
fantastic.
When I first saw the trailer, I'm like, yo, what's this stupid shit? I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna watch this
But
crap.
even if, as these guys are saying, even if you take the soundtrack out of it, the score itself is music, and
Yeah.
music that
Right.
Rocky.
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like
You're
no,
gonna take music. You take the music out of Rocky, it's got a 40 audience score.
there's not a lot of movies
Exactly.
like No Country for Old Men. I feel like there was zero music until the credits happened.
You want to keep people entertained and engaged. You don't want just dialogue for 2 to 3 hours and then be like, all right, that was
You'd be
great.
surprised.
Oh, here we go.
Tarantino movies are mostly dialogue.
No,
Like,
but there's a lot
But
of
there's a
music.
lot of
music,
action.
but I'm just saying there's a lot of,
Yeah.
you know.
My guess is that whoever wrote that meant musicals.
Oh, I hate musicals.
And
that's
it was
the
maybe
other
a
thing.
wicked conversation to be had.
Music.
I feel like this was either a Chris
hates
or Billy
musicals.
little topic here.
No,
This is what
this
it's
is unpopular
giving.
opinions that Fuentes scours from the internet.
Yeah,
so
so I scour-
somebody from
Oh,
the internet.
from the internet.
Took years and years of scouring to find this.
Yes.
Okay, well, they're wrong. So
No, I would agree. I mean, like I said, that a lot of movies, they're just iconic movie scenes where dude, even Terminator 2, dun 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 dun. You hear that? Well, Tony doesn't know anything about that. Look, there you go. There's another.
That's the main score. That's the theme song of the movie.
Back to the Future. Huey Lewis in the News.
Yeah.
Power of Love.
Yes.
When you hear that?
It's the
Boom, you know
power
that.
of love.
Don't take money. Don't take fame. Don't need a credit card to
Speaking of-
ride this
All
train.
right.
Speaking of you singing, live singers at pubs or bars are annoying. Depends on the vibe scheme.
yeah,
Because if we're at a low down dirty dive bar and there's somebody up there, and I'm gonna be able to have like 11 beers and yell "Play Freebird," I'm locked in, dude.
if it's karaoke,
but that's
singing,
different.
then
That's
that's
a
okay.
totally
I
different-
get
I
it.
prefer
not
a touch
a karaoke
tunes
bar.
jukebox where I can control the
Yeah.
music.
No. There's-
Oh, are you the guy that no matter what the cost, I'm skipping the next song?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because if I hate, like,
Yeah.
if I'm on,
the smart
if I'm on
bars,
the,
get rid of the skip.
if I'm on the,
fights that way.
if I'm on the 8th track of Bad Bunny, I'm sorry, Freebird.
I don't know.
That-
Yeah, I get it.
You want to
Hey,
hear my? You want to hear
I
my
do.
fake limited Bad Bunny? I don't know if my throat is ready for this, but
Gotta go deep. Gotta go deep.
Creepy. Nope, I messed it up. Creepy, 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 creepy. Which of course is Spanish
Creepy
for
crush.
creepy, right? Creepy, 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 creepy. I'm telling you, play that side by side. Play that side by side.
In the song, he's talking about Kush. I'm very sure.
You know what? Kush. Yep, that's it.
And I think he's saying,
creepy, creepy,
and I think he's saying-
That's actually
No, it's
it.
great.
That's
It's great.
actually it.
higher.
I
No,
think
no,
he's
I
also saying
agree.
crispy.
No,
He
it's
is saying,
that.
well,
In the
he's,
in the song, I think he's saying crispy.
no, all I
Kush.
heard is creep. He does not
Creepy,
say the S on
creepy,
that.
creepy, creepy, creepy.
That's exactly perfect.
so good.
It's so perfect.
while you're doing it, please.
You have to bring your chin in. You have to bring your chin. Because if you don't do that, like you don't get
I'm
there.
looking.
Creepy, creepy, creepy,
Close
creepy,
your
creepy.
eyes and
You
just
have to
listen.
do
No,
that.
no, I got no.
Close your eyes and just listen
No,
to
I
Izzy,
heard it. I
because
heard
it's
it. It's great.
perfect.
Oh, so good. Please, if you're listening
like
on the podcast, run to the YouTube, just see it.
You
His
have to
face.
see it.
Thanks,
It's a
great.
Nicki Minaj song, by the way, if you're looking for it. It's not a Bad Bunny song.
Okay, Roy, please.
Okay, goodbye.
I think. Yeah.